Tracking Debbie.
Thanks for sticking with us, everyone. At 4:30, I'm Michael Higdon.
And I'm Justin Kollar. Powerful images coming to us today following the damage as parts of the low country recover. Homes like this over in Edisto ripped apart by tornadoes as several touched down. We continue to keep an eye on the tropical storm Debbie as we anticipate it making a second landfall here.
We don't have anything left.
From 6 confirmed tornadoes to destructive flooding.
I got it. Debbie has made her presence known in the low country.
Woke me up and shot me out of bed.
Some are picking up the pieces while others brace for round 2.
When we saw the water get up to our knees and get over, I think that's when we were finally like, we can't stay here.
The damage the storm has done and the road ahead.
Your Live 5 News at 11 starts now.
Live 5 News begins now. Tracking Debbie.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Justin Kollar.
And I'm Michael Higdon. We are just hours away from Tropical Storm Debbie making its second landfall. It has been inching along our coast for days, but where is it set to come on shore?
First Alert meteorologist Stephanie Sign has been following its track now again for days. What's the timing and how strong of winds are we looking at, Steph? Live 5 News at 4. Don't go anywhere. We'll have more live coverage from across the low country as Tropical Storm Debbie arrives. That's coming up next on your Live 5 News at 5. Have a great night and please stay safe.
Live 5 News starts now with breaking news.
Welcome to your Live 5 News tonight at 11. I'm Justin Kollar, and we are starting off with breaking news right now out of Somerville. Just after 8 o'clock this evening, we received word that deputies with the Dorchester County Sheriff's Office were called out to a Somerville neighborhood in response to gunfire. Now, we now know that that shooting was fatal and one person was killed. Our Caroline Spikes has been out in the Ponds neighborhood this evening where there is still an active police presence. And Caroline, what can you tell us so far tonight?
Live 5's Justin Kollar live at that scene for us right now. So Justin, what do we know at this time?
Well, Ann and Ruff, if you had plans to visit the Citadel Mall, spend some time here on a Friday night, those plans have been canceled. We just spoke with police who say the Citadel Mall will not reopen tonight after a shooting erupted inside the food court just after 4 o'clock.
Please clear the stadium, ladies and gentlemen. Do it in an orderly fashion. Return to your vehicle.
Tonight, Stratford High School Stadium evacuated and the first football game of the season canceled following an incident. We have more information from the scene coming up. Now we do want to begin with that breaking news scene from Stratford High School where Stratford versus Somerville football game was canceled tonight and the attendees, as you heard, evacuated from the stands following an incident. Now that situation out there has evolved quite a bit throughout the evening here, Kevin, but initially folks on the scene screamed something about seeing a gun. According to police, we now know there was no gun, no shots fired, and most importantly, no one was injured out there.
Our crew's live on Sullivan's Island right now bringing us the latest update on this search. We have Caitlin Ashbaugh and Justin Kollar. Justin, we start with you.
And we have just heard breaking news from Sergeant Matt Storn. That suspect is now in custody. We just heard that as the sergeant walked over just a second ago as you were tossing to me. You can see that individual on your screen right now. This is after just a flurry of activity. Now that record early voting turnout extends all the way down to the low country. Let's walk on over and take a look at some of the numbers so far that we have reported in the low country, comparing these to the last time there was early voting. That was back in 2022. So first off, Berkeley County has seen over 7,500 more people that have voted early than in the first 3 days of 2022. As we step over here to Charleston County, we're talking about nearly 22,500 more votes. They've been cast, and in Dorchester County, a little bit less, but still 10,500 more people have voted so far compared to 2022.
Our Justin Kollar has been looking into the bribery side of this investigation. Justin, how much money do investigators say that these elected officials really accepted?
Well, Emily, according to those FBI investigations, the investigators say that the councilmen Mike Brown and Jerome Howard took bribes in the form of thousands of dollars. Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump traveled to Philadelphia today for their first debate of the 2024 election season. And this could be the only time these two candidates get a chance to discuss these key topics together for American voters in this kind of setting. Live 5 News has been following the possibility of a strike for several weeks now and what it could mean for workers and the state's economy.
Our Carly Baker joining us live from downtown Charleston, where union members held a rally ahead of the possible strike in less than an hour.
Now, Carly, looks like there's still quite a crowd there behind you. Tell us more about what the energy is like out there tonight. I really hope we get enough to make a snowman, but we do have a snow lady out there. Carly Baker joining us live near downtown Charleston again. And Carly, you've been out there for a little while now. I can see some of that snow flying there in her live shot. Tell us what you're seeing.
Justin has made the journey out of the warm studio to our patio on the cold. And Justin, we first started seeing flurries outside right around 7 this evening. How are things looking right now, and how's our block of ice doing?
Michael, that block of ice still very much solid here. I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon. You know, it's funny, Michael. I've lived in a lot of places, from Michigan to Missouri to Indiana, and now here doing TV news. I just feel like I can't get away from conditions like this, and I'm sorry if maybe I'm the reason we brought this cold down here.
Great day to get outside. You needed the water, though. It was a little toasty.
Need the water, yeah, and I messed up by not putting on sunscreen.
Oh.
Again. I laid out by the pool, and under the suit is just pain.
Rough.
But now I know better. First Alert meteorologist Dorian Miner joining us right now with a look at your forecast.
Does Justin need to put on sunscreen tomorrow?
That's right. Certainly, right, certainly a good idea. Right, already the damage has been done.
Well, it is Monday. I want to give you a live look out over downtown Charleston, giving you the first alert to some rain chances for the later half of our week.
The script said Happy Monday.
It did say happy. I changed
Some
that.
Mondays are not always happy. We're back to work, but we're having a good enough time. We do want to toss it over to First Alert Chief Meteorologist Bill Walsh, who always seems like he's happy.
Well, it's a happy Monday.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Monday's now in the book, so
That's
folks
right.
at home-
We're even happier. On the haunting eve of Halloween, First Alert Chief Meteorologist Chris Holtzman emerges to unveil the chilling forecast for trick-or-treaters. Chris, what dark and eerie conditions are out there for the little low-country ghouls and ghosts?
I feel like I'm on stage right now.
Welcome back. We're taking a break from the days and days.
Yes.
And days
Yes.
of rainy weather we had. First Alert Chief Meteorologist Bill Walsh here with us tonight, tracking drier weather. And Bill, a word that's been kind of top of mind for you, fetch.
Fetch.
That's so fetch.
It is so fetch. It is the northeast fetch drying us. See that picture behind
What's
you?
this
See how
one?
pretty
Oh,
it is?
yeah.
Look
That's
at
the
that.
fetch?
That's the fetch.
Let's bring in First Alert Chief Meteorologist Bill Walsh. And Bill, I got two things to say to you. One,
Yes, sir.
I had to double check that radar screen behind you because it looks like it's broken. There's nothing on there.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's rare, I feel
Yes.
like, this time of year. And secondly, I don't want to steal your thunder, so maybe I won't say it. But if you're standing on your tippy toes, I know we're close to seeing something.
You can see the
Weekend.
weekend.
Yeah.
Yes, you can. Absolutely, Justin Kollar.
You can hear the bells behind me. They have been tolling for, I'd say, at least the last 5 minutes while crews in front of the cathedral work to put up a display that is worthy of His Holiness, Pope Leo XIV.
Our Justin Kollar live at Charleston International this evening with what you need to know before taking off. Hey, Justin.
Hey, Michael, yeah, don't be fooled by the lack of travelers here behind me. Just a couple minutes ago, maybe an hour or two, time flies when you're having fun, this was packed. Now, the rules of the game are simple. I'm going to ask you questions. You have until the sparkler runs out to answer as many as you can. Now, I'm going to have you do me a favor because I'm going to have to light this. If you could hold this for me here. That's a no-no in the journalism world. This probably is too, lighting things on fire. So here we go. We're going to get this going, and as soon as this starts, I'll ask you your first question, okay? Who is the last sitting president to throw out a first pitch at a baseball game?
George W. Bush. Obama.
Yes. But we learned this morning that judge denied bond on the 3 counts of attempted murder against Adams. They gave him a $100,000 bond on 1 count of assault. New documents revealed this morning give us some insight into exactly what happened yesterday. Gardenia can come home with you for 50% off, spayed, neutered, microchipped, the whole 9 yards, huh? And really good at giving kisses, too. They are just off of Folly Road. If you're heading to Folly Beach, take a stop here and say hi to Gardenia. She would love to see you, along with the other dogs. It's not just about what you can see out here, but also who you might be able to run into when you come out here with you and your family. In fact, we have a very special guest to get things started. It's Mrs. Claus.
How are you? Merry Merry
Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Mrs. Claus.
Fancy seeing you here.
I know, and I've been very good. Michael's been
yes,
very
put in a good
good
word
too.
for us.
I heard you're definitely on the good list.
Fabulous.
That's good to know.
Now, Jess, I'm not quite so sure about you.
Don't get me started, Mrs.
Maybe by
Claus.
the end of this show, Justin.
A visit to Santa's village would not be complete without the jolly old elf himself. I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. Now, Santa, we talked to your wife a little bit earlier. She said that I was naughty.
That's true.